Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jita, and I'm back with another review. This time I have Ocular Max Perfection Series PS-03 Backdraft, and he is a search and rescue function bot. Here's the figure Backdraft. Before we look at the figure though, let's take a look at the packaging that he comes in. Here's that box similar to our Sphinx Mirage box. Is a window display of him in vehicle mode. Artwork right here of Backdraft. It's very nice. Another artwork of him right there. Looks nice. Him and his transformation montage photos. And you got a little old school bio card with some tech specs right here. And part of the quick preview, what he comes with comes a little doodad that helps you read it just like in the G1 days of what their stats are, which is cool. And our artwork again, bottom at your warnings, top at your product shots, and that's it for the box. And here is Backdraft. He is in homage to G1 Season 2 Transformer Inferno. So here you go. Here you can see him in his fire engine mode. It looks pretty good. I like how they the transformation don't look exactly like the toy version did. You can't really see his arms. You can see his part of the arms right here, but stuff like that. But they got other panels and stuff like that to help cover up the arms, so that transformation it looks more like a realistic fire engine than the actual cartoon or toy model did. So yeah, and you can see I'm missing a part, missing the left fender, which my retailer is going to supply me a replacement part for. And look at that, got some paint. Looks a little bit sloppy right here. Sloppy paint, chrome grill, bumper, and got this chrome on here on the engine parts back here. Chrome right there, chrome the horns. This is translucent plastic at all. This is black plastic, but it's translucent plastic for the windshield. Side mirrors do move back and forth. They're not painted, which they could have put some paint right there. Got some chrome bits on the ladder. Nice silver paint right here. These pieces right here, nice silver paint. Chrome for the water hose or water cannon. There's some paint for the lights in the back. Not the best at all, especially this side right here. This looks a little bit better. But yeah, overall, it's a nice looking vehicle mode. Got the diamond plating right there. You can see that. That's always nice to see. And let's take a look at how he rolls. He doesn't roll that well at all. You can see some of these wheels are kind of struggling to roll, and he doesn't roll as freely as I would like him to. The ladder does extend, and you can just pull it out, separate it into about 3 sections, and lift it up like so. One bad thing is that this thing keeps moving forward every time I lift it up. The bad thing right here is that they have this part that does not connect to anything. I guess it helps. I'm not sure, but it looks kind of weird and it kind of out of place to me. But yeah, see the ladder, it does extend a good bit. I've seen longer and similar size figures. And can't go all the way up like so. That. Another feature he has, he can open up the doors. Open the doors right there. And you're supposed to be able to fit one of your little human minifigures in there. And to test this little theory out, we got the Spike from Ultra Magnus, adult Spike. Let's get him in sitting position. Get the door open. Let's see if we can get him in here. Get in there, Spike. Maybe, yeah. And it appears that Spike does fit in there. You can see him in there. Put him on the other side. And the steering wheel is on the other side, so it's kind of like on Japanese vehicles or those overseas outside the US, got the steering wheel on the right hand side. And here's our Dr. Wu partners figure, and these are slightly larger than the little joints that the car or Hasbro gives us. So let's see if he can get in here. It's too big at the head. Get the rest of his body in here, but it comes to his head too big. I'm not gonna try to force it either. So there you have that. So you can put the mush faces in here, but the partner set would not fit. Another feature, get the ladder that comes out. Like I said, you got these little braces right here that pop out the sides. Got to show off. And this one's a little bit stiff. This one, this side is a little bit easier to come out, and it kind of stabilizes the truck while the ladder is out, which is a cool feature that they didn't have to add, but they did. And we can see how he looks with some other emergency responders. You get your ratchet and your prowl. See him and ratchet, maybe a little bit out of scale. It should be a little bit bigger. Get your prowl. Looks just like I say, it looks a little bit too small in vehicle mode. And I think we get to the point where scale and masterpiece figures are not going to be an issue as far as vehicle mode, because we're trying to fit so much into the scale of the robot mode that things can't really work out as well as we like to with the vehicles. It's been that way for a while, more prevalent now on. And here with his buddy Red Alert. See how those two look. And there he is with MP10 Optimus Prime. Also, right before we go into the transformation into robot mode, let's take a look at what he comes with as far as accessories go. He comes with an extra head and face. This is actually the face that actually came attached to him, but the artwork shows that the face that I have on right now is the head that's supposed to come attached to him. But this is a more toy accurate face or head sculpt overall. And to switch these things out, you got to unloosen these screws, you pop it off the ball joint, then you put it back on. And to change up the face, you unscrew it all the way and pull the face off and swap the faces out between the two heads. Instruction sheet, which is pretty good for the most part. It's two-sided accordion style sheet. Comes with a rifle, is already on him in vehicle mode. Comes with a collector's card. It comes with stickers and stuff. So you get a little sheet to tell you how to put the stickers on, and the sticker sheet themselves. In the baggie that on the instructions and stuff coming in, give you a little warning about his shoulder pads and stuff. Okay, now we've done that. Let's get into the transformation. First thing we're going to do is we're going to lift this out the way. And it's supposed to stay down like that. It's one thing I don't understand how. When I first got this thing would not move at all. But now it just flops all over the place. So I don't know how I get this thing to lock back in like I did when I first got it. So first thing you're going to do is these panels right here. You're going to slide it back. Back times 2. And go ahead and lift this back as far as you can go. And you're going to separate these panels right here. You're going to do this side first, like so. Then it's also tabbed in right here. There's a little black spot right here because it's tabbed in, it's part of the arm, the little black post that you see. And you're going to have to pry this up a little bit gently and separate that. It's going to free up the arms, and it's going to detach the lower half of the bot from the upper half. So one thing to push this down to help brace this and try to lift this up as gently as you can. Not too much because you don't want to stretch the plastic out. Alright, now you free the lower half and the upper half. Now you're going to unpeg this, which really doesn't peg in too well, which is a big problem for me about this figure, that these back portions right here don't peg in well at all. So Separate the legs. You're gonna pull this all up like so, and this part gonna drop down. Now you have a big old clubbled mess for the most part. And we're gonna start at the lower portion, the legs. So what you're gonna do down here, you're going to bring these down like so, flip this panel up, so form the feet. See the other side, this panel right here, closes up, forms the feet. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take this panel right here, you're gonna bring it, go ahead and close it down like so. Then you're gonna bring it over again like so, it's in this double hinge. See that? Bring that closed like that, and it should tab in like that. Same thing other side, bring it over, bring it down, should tab in, get a tab right here, notch right there. Bam. Next, you're gonna take the waist piece, you're gonna rotate it around like so, and you're gonna split it apart. Then you're gonna bring it upwards, and it has a little notch right here. It's gonna peg in right here. Not very well, but it goes in right there. All right, lower half is done. And here's this gun right here. Bring up the camera. And it stores under right here, and it's kind of a tight fit, tolerances and everything. So let me show y'all where that goes in at. So it goes in right there, plays out. All right, next what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and open up the doors. You're gonna bring this back panel down like so. Same thing the other side. Just gonna prep all of this to get ready for the arms. And you're gonna move it around like so. Oh, hold on, before you do that, go ahead and rotate this around so that the silver portions are up top. Next, you're going to rotate them around like I was just now doing, like so. And but you want to get it like this portion right here, this part right here, not all the way open. Then you're going to take the head and you're going to rotate it up around. This will allow you to be able to freely rotate the head out, because if you pull the arms all the way forward like this, your head won't be able to come out. So bring it forward like so. You got to tap right there, tap this in right there. So then you bring your arms all the way forward. Now they're gonna move again on a sliding joint, which is something new. I've never seen this before. So it slides forward like so. You can see it's on a little track right there. And this allows you to create clearance to bring this panel back up. And it should close back up like that. And you can then close the door. Right there. And you bring this window shut, these side mirrors in. Like that. All right, now you bring your arm down. You flip your shoulder up like so. Rotate your arm around, and it depends on you. I'm not sure which side was which on the cartoon, but you flip this down, rotate this out, and you have your hand for Inferno. So I don't know which one had the gun hand, which one had the regular hand, but it's up to you. Both hands do the same thing, which is cool. Same thing other side. Slide this forward. Increase the room to move this upwards. Kind of a tight fit, but there we go. You got your door already closed. Mirrors in. Shoulder pillar up. Rotate arm. There you go. Next, the back. You're going to lift this up like so. Bring these engine pieces down on both sides. And you're going to rotate this inward like so. And it should just, there we go, slide right on in. Oh, this is a mess. I told y'all it's a mess. Then you're gonna bring this down, bring that black piece all the way down. It should sit flat like so. Now bring this portion upwards. Now, before we get all the way up with it, we're going to rotate this outward like so. Rotate it around. Oh, hold on. Bring it. Oh, where was that? Yeah. Okay. Bring this down. Rotate this around like so. Bring it up like so, like that. So bring it down. Rotate it around like so. And bring it out like so, like that. And this is going to be in your way. Move this out the way like that. Then you're going to rotate this one up. You're going to bring the thing all the way back. And now it's not going to move. Now it moves. There you go. Bring the ladder all the way around to the back like that. Now you got these two halves right here on the back that you're going to push in together. So slide it like so. As far as they can go. There we go. Now you're gonna lift this whole assembly back up. You got these two pegs, right? One peg right here, right peg right there. It's gonna peg in to these portions on his shoulders. Bring that up. Peg it in. It's down tonight. It's gonna come undone a little bit. Just push it back in, like so. Straighten him up. And there you have Inferno transforming in his robot mode. And he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I do like the robot mode. One thing I've been kind of apprehensive about that been bothering me about the robot mode is just this portion right here. It looks kind of weird and awkward, but the more I handle him and have him in hand, it don't look that bad. I guess because you can tell that this is just a little flap skirt that folds up in front. It doesn't look like it's something that goes all the way around. Even from the front, you can just tell that. So yeah, but all in all, the pieces, the skirts do move up individually on both sides, which is a big plus on that. And here's that face sculpt I was telling y'all about. You might see on the artwork on the packaging. Remember? So yeah, I'm probably gonna swap this face out because I'm not a big fan of the big smiles on my Transformers like this, except for little wimps like Bumblebee. Then that's acceptable for somebody like him. But for anyone else, no smiles, please. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice red paint. Same with the vehicle mode. The paint issues are still there. Yeah, right there, the oranges are terrible. I think the paint apps period is terrible about on this figure. The paint apps on this figure are just terrible. Except for the silver. The silvers, I have no problem with the silvers, but the orange and the yellows and stuff, it just looks really bad. You even have to paint it on the rims. And the silver paint right here looks pretty good. Very nice, very nice. Let's get into articulation. Head is on a ball joint. Can't really look. Oh, you can look up. There you go. Couldn't get it moved for a while. You can look down, go left and right. And of course, you got this little. His head's in the box, so only so much you can see. Arms go out the shoulder like that. One side is pretty loose. I'm not sure how to tighten that up. They do go forward and back. Kind of hit against this wing stuff on his headdress. double jointed elbow, rotation at the bicep, wrist rotation here. Cannon does extend outwards, and that goes for both hands. And this hand then does open up to swap this hand out. If you choose to do that, it's up to you. Rotation at the waist has an ab crunch, which is weird and kind of worrisome for me, because I'm kind of worried that this is going to get very loose over time and he's going to start drooping on me or something. Waist rotation, skirts move to get that leg extension, and it weighs down because the die cast. So I can't hide that. So your double jointed knee, see a double bend right there, moves out at the leg like that much, holds up like a champ. Ankle rock, foot forward and back, and he has a toe articulation too, which is good. Oh, so his fingers are semi-articulated, not completely. Let's see if I can get it, finger to come extend. His thumb is on a ball joint, and that's about it for the articulation on that, is what the ball joints allows it to do. The fingers are articulated at just at the base knuckle on the bottom three fingers. His pointer finger has an extra point of articulation to it. I'm guessing just for the gun. And speaking of the gun, and here it is. Nice little weapon right here. It extends out. It collapses for vehicle mode. And the red paint on here is sloppy as with the rest of the paint on the figure itself. And it does peg into his hand. Standard masterpiece form. Well, it's supposed to peg into his hand. It doesn't really peg into his hand, but you can wrap your fingers around it, and he holds it just fine. But I'm not sure you're gonna use your Inferno to hold the gun, because he comes with his handguns anyway. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons. Masterpiece Ironhide, you see they're about the same height. And throw in Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and he is shorter than Prime. Comes to the top of Prime's chest. And here he is with his buddy, Red Alert, Red old buddy. Okay, yeah, I don't know how to really feel about this figure. I mean, the more I have him, the more I like him, but at the same time, he has flaws to him. It's kind of a letdown from all the paint apps problems, the floppy arm, the floppy tabs for the transformation to the vehicle mode. One thing that's really holding him down in vehicle mode is that portion that he has split apart to free the arms up. But the back half where the ladder hooks up at, that part does not tab in at all. It doesn't really roll well, but then again, I don't display my figures in vehicle mode that often. But it's something that can be bothersome to some folks. Other than that, the articulation is great. These portions right here kind of get in the way a little bit. They constantly get bumped, and so I constantly keep fiddling with them. Like the alternate heads, like the fact that you can swap up the faces, which I just found out right before recording this review. I can swap the actual faces out, not just the heads. So that's something that's cool. And I don't know, man, we got so many, was like 4 Infernos coming or on the slate or to be released, and some are released. Like I think this one is better than the Make Toys Inferno. It could be close competition with the Dante, and that's by X Transbots, and Takara is coming up with theirs, which is more cartoon accurate, that fit in more with your layer masterpiece like Ironhide and Shockwave. But that one is looking a little bit more cleaner and looking a little bit more better to me. I do have the car one on pre-order, so I'm reviews go well, I might end up selling this guy and getting that one instead. I'm not sure. I'm still on the fence. I mean, here's a good figure. It kind of let down in quality as from Ocular Max and MC on their part. To me, it is got some gappage right here, which I do not like. That something's not holding in together well. Might be a screw behind these little platings right here. So, do I recommend getting him? Yeah, I do recommend getting him. But just know what you're getting in beforehand. Do your research, find what figure works best for you, and go from there. And I just kind of jumped on this guy at the price of like $100, and it's well worth it, I do believe. All right, y'all, that's been me, Jeter. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.